Okay, so basically, it kind of made me watch season 1 and season 2 of Tokyo Ghoul.
Yes.
And we actually have watched season 3, and we are starting season 4, but this video is just about the first 2 seasons, and I'm gonna try to just not think about the next 2 seasons for this video.
Yeah, because we gotta talk about how we feel about season. It needs to be in a separate video. But yeah, so we're gonna.
Jason be like,
Kaneki, huh?
season 1 was good.
It was. Turn your brightness down on your computer.
There were some parts of only the middle of season 1 I thought was really good.
Yeah.
The other parts were kind of just
Edgy.
not very good.
Overall, season 1 was the best season though.
Yeah, but so season 1 starts off with Kaneki. He gets attacked
no, it starts
by
off
Rize.
with, no. Well, yes, it does, but it starts off with Rize and that and the building
Okay,
and she's
but
eating.
so Kaneki gets turned into a ghoul, and then he has to struggle with finding ghoul friends and not dying.
Yeah.
And it's wow, this is gonna be cool.
Yeah.
There's this guy who's a ghoul, and he has to eat people now.
Yeah.
Then it just has him get kidnapped by Tsukiyama, who's the worst character in the show.
Who's that again?
Purple hair man who speaks French.
Oh my gosh! Wait, yeah.
But anyways, the first part of season 1 is focused on Kaneki getting kidnapped by Tsukiyama and Tsukiyama trying to eat him.
Yeah.
I thought that part was just kind of dumb. It's just they're trying to they have to humanize the ghouls, right, so that we can sympathize with them.
Yeah, and then they
and
just
the first thing they do is have a ghoul who just really likes eating people or other ghouls, and there's a whole crowd of ghouls who also eating ghouls and
they
stuff.
obviously have no humanity because they're just they're taking this thingy and it's it literally looks like a nightmare that you would have though.
That part was pretty spooky, but it's not working well with the ideas of the show.
I mean,
right?
It is a horror anime though.
Yeah, but
it is spooky, but that's not what we wanted. I mean, no, it is what we wanted.
It's not adding to
the ideas of ghouls being good.
Yeah. But it did humanize the ghouls through the people at Anteiku.
Yes.
Which is good. Especially I think Hinami.
Yes.
Which
Hinami. Yeah.
Hinami was my favorite character in season 1.
Yeah.
Because so the first thing you see from her is she's eating some food.
Yeah.
on a plate
and
with
then
a fork and knife.
Kaneki's
sorry, take your time!
From that, you can understand that the other ghouls might be they don't like people, seeing that they eat people.
Yeah.
And then Hinami, you also learn that she reads books and stuff, and Kaneki has some good stuff with her.
Yeah.
Learning how to read words or whatever. But so the first part of season 1 was kind of fine. It wasn't anything special. It was just kind of a bit scary.
Yeah.
But it's kind of dumb. But the next part, which is where Hinami, her mom dies.
That was really sad.
Yeah, that part's pretty sad because we've gotten attached to Hinami by now.
And we've seen how her mom is just in general a good person.
Yeah.
And it kind of showed us how the the CCG is it's scary, but we'll get to that later.
About the CCG, it shows that not the anti-ghoul police force is not all good people. Like in a normal show like Demon Slayer, it follows the demon slayers who are hunting the demons, which are the equivalent to the ghouls.
I told you when I was watching this show for the first time that it's Demon Slayer but from the demon's point of view.
I'm
but
gonna
if
talk
the
about that a
demons
bit
were
more
good
in a second.
though. The demons in Demon Slayer all seem bad, but that's what the CCG thinks about ghouls. But yeah.
But it shows Motto, the crazy old guy. He's just completely insane.
Yeah.
And he really likes killing ghouls.
We learn later though that apparently it's because his wife died, but we'll get to that.
But in season 1, I thought that showed how people join the military or the police or whatever, so that they can because they enjoy violence. They enjoy killing people.
Yeah.
And
that's a problem.
Yeah, and it kind of the military and the police kind of encourage that a bit.
Not
like
good.
in the real world.
Yeah.
And especially in this show.
It's telling real life messages.
Yeah. The strongest part of season 1 for me was in the middle, kind of.
I think it's like the second third of episodes, like the middle 4 or whatever.
It has 2 battles going on. There's Touka fighting Mado.
Yes.
In like the sewer or
While
something.
he's like trying to kill Hinami.
Yeah. And the other one is Kaneki and Amon.
Yeah.
And they're just like in the rain somewhere.
I loved how like they both showed both of those battles at the same times, and the way that Touka was talking about like, why can't you just and they were like, humans are the problems, and Amon was like, ghouls are the problem. Like that was really cool. But you're gonna talk about that, right?
Yeah. This part of the show really is when the major themes of it hit me, which is the first one is just talking about the monsters, which has been seen in a lot of shows. So like in this show, it's like, are the ghouls really all evil?
Yeah.
And like, do they deserve to live since they eat people?
Yeah.
But this reminded me of 2 shows that I've watched. One of them is Demon Slayer, where the demons are all they all like eat people because they need to eat them to survive.
Yeah.
But they all, or most of them, have like kind of like a sad backstory or something that makes you sympathize with the demons, because none of them wanted in Demon Slayer, none of the demons wanted to be demons. So obviously, the ghouls and demons in Demon Slayer are pretty similar because they both eat people, but they never like wanted, they were like, yes, I want to become a ghoul so that I can eat people.
Like in Tokyo Ghoul, they're literally born as ghouls.
Yeah. But this show, the themes reminded me a lot more of another show called Shiki, which is it's about like basically vampires.
Except they're called Shiki in the show.
They move into a town and they just start like killing everyone. They're turning everyone into vampires. There's a lot of questions in the show about like, are the Shiki actually evil? Because they're not, or at least most of them aren't.
They're vampires, so they just have to drink blood to survive, right?
They're not drinking blood from humans and killing them because they want to kill the humans and they're evil. They're doing it because it's just what they need to do to survive.
It's kind of the same way how like, I don't know if this really makes sense, but like, if animals had like intelligence like humans do, don't you think that they would be scared of humans since we eat chickens, but like we need to do that to survive, you know? Like
it's the circle of life, like in Lion King.
Yeah.
But,
someone has to eat the humans.
So this question of like, are the Shiki or the demons or the ghouls, are they evil?
I like that.
I always it's an interesting topic, but I think I've like come up with an answer that I usually think about when I hear stuff like this. It's basically like, they aren't evil, at least not all of them are, because they're only doing it to survive. It's like if a criminal kills someone, or they keep killing people so that they can steal their money, right?
Yeah.
The criminal,
because that's how humans live in this planet. We need like money.
The criminal probably isn't killing people because he's like evil. He's doing it so that he can get the money to survive. Yeah. But we can't just let the murderer keep killing people. We have to do something about it.
That's why they made Goat.
Don't bring that up. They kind of do bring up a solution for that kind of stuff in Tokyo Ghoul. Yeah. With like the ghouls at Anteiku, they get their humans from
people
like,
that killed themselves. Yeah.
They
just like completely forgot about that though later, but we're not talking about that yet.
It is kind of strange, like, do that many people really kill themselves at that specific spot?
Oh wait, at that specific spot. Okay.
But I guess like...
I mean, like, it's a good place to kill yourself.
But it seems like if the ghouls and the humans really talked to each other...
Ignore that, I don't know why.
If they came together and talked to each other, it seemed like the humans could like provide dead bodies to the ghouls or something.
I mean, like, if they could just make the humans understand that, like, they don't want to kill people and that it's just to survive. I mean, like, they're literally born that way. I cannot trust that enough.
But in the current situation where the ghouls, or most ghouls, need to eat, like, humans, they need to kill humans and eat them to survive, that's, like, a problem that needs to be solved. And it's like, wow, what solutions are they going to find in the future seasons?
Goat.
They kind of just forget about both of these themes.
They're starting to talk about it though in season 3. It's not in the way that you would want, but it's happening.
Goat.
It's happening.
The other theme, so that was like the question of are ghouls evil and stuff.
Yes.
But the other theme that hit real hard at this part of the show is just cycles of violence.
Yeah.
So basically,
Wait, can I say something? Like, okay, so you know how like hinami, like we talked about like the battle with Mado and stuff.
Yeah. I need to get my water.
Wasn't it like, and you just said violence? That reminds me of like that small part where like Mado, like another thing that we saw that just like makes Mado like more of a psychopath and like really scary is how he literally like cut up Hinami's mother into pieces. And like he knew that Hinami had a good sense of smell, so like she like was like mother, and it was really hard for yeah. And then she was like holding onto the bag and she was like, "This is my mother." That really reminded me of Happy Sugar Life in that scene.
But basically, the cycle of violence in this show is that so the ghouls need to kill people, or at least in the current situation they do. And so they kill people and eat people. And so the humans get mad at that, and instead of trying to find a solution, they just seek out revenge.
Yeah, we're just gonna destroy you.
Yeah. Which is kind of an understandable thing, but obviously revenge isn't always the best option.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's better to like actually talk and find a reasonable solution for both sides. And so the humans send out the doves to kill the ghouls, and when more ghouls die, the ghouls get angry and start fighting the humans more.
Yeah.
And it just keeps it's a cycle. It keeps going back and forth, which leads to more death and stuff like that.
Like, you know the cycle thing you just said?
Yeah.
I don't remember, like, exactly the people that said this and when it happened, but I'm pretty sure that, like, sometime in the show they said something like, "Don't you feel like this endless cycle of violence is pointless?"
Yeah, they do say that at some point.
I can't remember. I feel like it might have been Kaneki who said that, but I'm honestly not sure.
Oh, yeah. It happened in one of the later seasons, but it was kind of dumb, because he was like...
Was it Haze that said that? Who was it? It might have actually not been Kaneki. I don't remember. But it was just someone. It was someone with white hair, I know. Yeah. But whoever, I think so.
Whoever it was, they were like, "Isn't this endless fighting dumb?"
Yeah.
And then he kept fighting the person he was fighting.
But at least they said it.
Back to this, season 1.
Season 1.
Touka is like the main ghoul we see that. Like obviously we see the doves attacking the ghouls. But also Touka is the ghoul who like she talks about getting revenge and stuff in this season. And so that gets to episode 8, which is my favorite episode of the show. It's literally called Circular, because it knows that it's talking about cycles of violence.
Yes. Is this the episode where Touka seeks out revenge? What episode are you?
It's during that fight with Mado and Touka and Kaneki.
Oh, so it's that episode.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
In this episode, when Touka, like, I think she beat Mado at this point, and she's about to kill him, or she tells Hinami, like, kill Mado.
Yeah, she's
he
like,
killed
Hinami,
your mom.
You have to kill him.
But Hinami says,
I don't care about revenge. I'm just sad, that's all.
I don't care about revenge, I'm just sad.
Yeah.
And that is like the best quote from the entire show. And at the same time, Touka is still, she isn't able to understand that. She's too driven by revenge to actually like be reasonable. So she kills Mado.
But then, like, after she kills him, she sees that he was married.
Yeah.
And then she got sad.
Yeah, she gets sad after that.
Yeah.
And then, meanwhile, the other fight is with Amon and Kaneki. And in
it was cool how Kaneki kept on just, like...
Yeah. Kaneki is not trying to fight Amon. He's just letting Amon beat him up and trying to make Amon realize that, like, they don't need to fight.
Yes. Didn't you say that, like, in season 1, your 3 favorite characters were, like, Kaneki, Touka, and Hinami? Yeah. I miss season 1 Kaneki.
They were all involved in this part of the show.
And then it's kind of cool because, like, Almond, like, he just thinks, like, they're evil.
Yeah.
Like...
But, it seems like Amon, he's supposed to be, like, the character on the side that attacks the ghouls or the monsters or whatever, that realizes he gets like more morals, and he's like, wait, maybe we shouldn't just mindlessly attack them.
Yeah.
But that
They said we are gonna leave. We're gonna leave this storyline.
Like his character design reminds me of someone from this show called Elfenlied, which is like a horribly edgy show.
Oh.
But there's this one character in it. He's like the director of the military thing or whatever, and they're hunting down these.
What's the military thing?
I don't remember what exactly it's called, but there are like monsters in this show, in Elfenlied, that are similar to like ghouls or demons or whatever. But the guy I'm talking about, he gets morals, and he's like, we shouldn't just kill all these people. His character design looks almost exactly like
Superman.
The person I was just talking about in Elfenlied. It was also cool how Kaneki, he realized that since he used to be a human and he became like a ghoul, he was like, I need to be the one to stop the fighting between them because I've been both.
So he created Goat.
And so he became edgy for 2 seasons. He lost his memory. He changed hair like 5 times, and then he founded Goat finally in season 4.
Okay, season 1. Season 1.
Yeah. So
we're talking about season 1, Kaneki.
So with these 2 themes, about like, are the ghouls evil and cycles of violence, especially with Kaneki seeming like he's going to have a goal to make peace.
Peace.
It seems like that was going to lead to something good in like season 2 or the later seasons, but
he got captured and tortured and then trauma. And
then
he was like, I am a ghoul. And then, why does that have like? Do you remember in Teen Wolf? He was like, they were like, I'm an alpha. I know, but I showed you that clip. Yeah. He was like, I'm an alpha now. And then, like, Kaneki, it has the same energy as when he's like, I am a ghoul.
So, like, after episode 8, which is the big climax of that arc with what I was just talking about, there's still 4 episodes of the season left for them to put some more work into these themes. But instead, Kaneki gets captured by aogiri and gets tortured for the rest of the season.
Well, they're supposed to save him, and then they don't even end up saving him. Like, he just broke out by himself.
Yeah, the last 4 episodes don't focus at all on the themes. It's just a big battle.
Yeah. Also, wasn't it kind of funny how, like, they didn't even save him yet, and then they were just like, it's too dangerous, we have to leave! Like, they didn't even finish what they had to do. At least we got some good scenes with juzou in season 1, though. Okay, but, like, I'm just saying... Oh, wait, no, is it too early to talk about juzou?
He was cool in season 1, when he's, like, spinning around shooting all the dudes.
No, okay, my favorite moment is, like, this is when I was like, okay, yes, I am going to love this character, was when he got on the motorcycle, and then he was like, itty bitty, and then he was like, whoa. That's my favorite moment. That's, like, the juzou scenes from the battle is, like, the only thing worth those episodes, but yeah.
During this battle, we see Kaneki getting tortured by Jason.
Oh, yeah.
Jason,
Kaneki
like,
exists. Yeah.
That part was just like...
In season 4, that episode we just watched when Kaneki did this for the first time in a while, and it literally echoed.
So he gets tortured by Jason for like 2 episodes or whatever.
Yes.
And it's just like horribly edgy, like for no reason.
It's
like,
a horror anime.
It did not. It's supposed to make you uncomfortable, and it does do that. But I feel like it's not adding to the themes because Jason is like. He's like a ghoul, right?
Yes.
He's with aogiri, and he's just torturing
like
Kaneki for no reason.
Yeah.
He had a reason,
it was
but it's
like
not
he
like...
smelled like he wanted to torture Rize, I think.
But like also Rize, that reason doesn't like...
Yeah, because like we don't know anything about Rize. Yeah. That's like another thing. I mean, like, I feel like I really like the scenes where like Rize like starts talking to him and like, I don't know how to explain it. Do you know what I'm talking about? I feel like those were aesthetic in a way. And it was cool how we got backstory on Kaneki's like mom and like what Kaneki thinks. And then Rize was like, no, your mom is stupid, listen to me, the girl who seduced you. And then, okay, sorry.
I feel like if there wasn't such a good middle section of this show, then this part would just be like, oh yeah, it's good horror.
Yeah.
It's spooky. But it really just
feels... But then you got attached to the other thing,
yeah, it just feels like worse than way worse than it could have been. Like it focuses on just Kaneki getting horribly tortured for like way too long.
It did go on for like 10 days.
Yeah. It gets the point across, but like it's not adding anything really.
Yeah.
And then they spend so much time on Kaneki getting tortured that like they don't even have the end of the battle in season 1.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure like they just like show him start to eat him and then like it starts off season 2 of like stuff.
Yeah,
from, like...
yeah, he becomes fabulous. He gets white hair and his black
because
fingernails.
I'm fabulous. Yeah.
But then we get to so that's the end of season 1,
But
right?
like the black nails came at a price. It's kind of sad to think about like how he got like the edgy thingy though. I was talking to my friend about this the other day and like I was like kind of criticizing some fangirls because like I don't know, they just like appreciate like edgy Kaneki but like they just like completely forget everything he went through to like get like that in a way. I don't know, do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like I was like joking and I was like, but it's okay because he's hot now.
So then we get to season 2 and Kaneki joins aogiri for some reason.
Yeah, he's just like, they say it's because he wanted to protect his friends.
Yeah, they
like
say
he
that,
wanted to become
like,
more powerful. But I wouldn't want to like join the people that like.
Yeah, at like nearer to the end of season 2, he's like, I needed to do it to protect everyone.
Yeah.
But
I'm also gonna distance myself from them and not.
I'm just like, did he really have to join aogiri, which is the people who have been attacking his friends and also tortured him for 10 days.
Yeah.
Yes, aogiri. I will join aogiri.
Yeah.
I can't just become more powerful on my own or something.
Yeah. I definitely couldn't have asked like Touka and Yomo for help. It wasn't like Yomo was already like teaching me how to fight and trying to help me become more powerful.
Yeah. But yeah, Kaneki is edgy now, but they also give him like barely any screen time for the first like most of the season.
Of season 2?
Of season 2.
Yeah.
They show him like walking around with the aogiri guys and he's like edgy.
Yeah.
And they also show him like rolling around on the floor screaming.
Yeah.
Which is like,
I guess it's kind of to show how like insane he went or something. I don't know.
He has like.
Do you remember like when he was fighting against like Juzou's basically his father figure, and then he was like centipedes crawling in my ears and my fingers on the table? Like that was like, it was like spooky.
But like I feel like Kaneki becoming edgy here just is a complete waste of what was built up in season 1.
Yeah.
Because like he's supposed to be like helping peace by now, but he
wanted to become more powerful.
I needed to do it. I had to do it.
I need to become a cannibal. Yeah. Okay, but like when that scene in the battle against the CCG when he fights Almond again, and then like he says, "I thought you were different than other ghouls, but you're just a monster." And then Kaneki started crying, and I was like, "Wow."
But then they just forget about it.
But then he was like, but then Kaneki was like, I don't want to eat anymore, and it was like sad, and I was like, is season 1 Kaneki back?
Like,
and he was like, no.
No, I will
I'm
stay
never
edgy.
coming back.
Okay, but yeah, there's the part where aogiri attacks the prison, and that part is kind of weird, honestly. Like, it's showing that Kaneki is like with aogiri, and aogiri is still doing things, but there's the best fight in the entire show.
No, I know what
which
you're
is
talking
when
about.
Kaneki like opens the cell door or something, and there's the
he
guy
fights against,
there's the guy hanging from the ceiling for some reason. Like, and then they fight.
And then
for
like
some
the
reason.
animation. Wait, can you put a video of what we're We literally had to pause the show, and we couldn't stop laughing.
I couldn't stop thinking about that for like 5 episodes
yeah,
after
like,
that.
like, and then we like kept on watching the episode when we unpaused it, and then they showed Kaneki, and he just started saying some weird speech thing, and then you started laughing again.
like when Kaneki was doing his scream roll around on the floor thing, I was just like, ha ha, he got punched.
And then like they just continue to do more stuff like that.
Yeah,
and, like,
they keep doing these like weird.
And then in season 3, it's just like
animation
blue
fights.
slash slash slash.
Yeah.
Something I've noticed a lot is in this show, whenever someone gets stabbed, like, they do this thing where, like, their head rolls back, and then it's, like, a few seconds, and then they do, like, this moaning noise, and a bunch of blood comes out of their mouth.
It's the thing where they get, like, hit, and
Yeah.
then they're like...
Yeah, but, like, you gotta go back. Like, they're like...
They also kept doing this thing
But
where,
they make, like, this moaning noise, and I'm not gonna do that, because that's awkward. But yeah, go on.
But the fight scenes in the show, the fight scenes in the show were never really that good. Like there's a lot
I
of
only
just
really like the ones with touka.
like
That's
there's
probably
some,
just because it's touka though.
There's some cool moments in the stuff, but there's never like very good like choreography or whatever.
No, the fight scenes of juzou.
Yeah, there's some cool moments, especially with juzou, because juzou is like crazy and crazy people.
I
always have
like
good
juzou.
fights.
Yep.
Yeah, the fight scenes were never that good. Like there's a lot of just person jumps up and launches attack, and then other person dodges and then jumps up and launches their own attack, and it's just like boring. There's nothing interesting about the
Can I
fights,
say the
really.
person's account now?
The fight with that guy in the prison between Kaneki and that guy.
Yeah,
like,
we're.
why were they fighting? Like
I mean, like,
wasn't he a prisoner?
I think they were trying to, like, yeah, they were trying to free him, but then, like, he was like, I don't trust you, you smell like rize. And then Kaneki was like, I don't want to fight you, there's no point. And then he was just like, you smell like rize. And then later, in season 3, he's just like, I am Rize's father. And then he's like, so, like, why didn't he trust Kaneki if he smelled like rize? Also, something they do a lot in season 1 and 2 is they're like, Kaneki, like, with Kaneki, they're always like, you smell like rize. Can I just, like, smell people's guts?
I guess. Also in this part, there's like a fight with I remember Amon and Akira were fighting someone.
Who is Akira again?
Mado's daughter.
Oh, okay,
Or
yeah.
technically she is Mado because that's
Some
her
of
last
the
name.
fight scenes in, like, season 2, or no, just in general of the show, are really awkward because of the music they put behind it.
Oh yeah, sometimes
Yeah.
like the music doesn't fit at all.
Eh.
I didn't notice it as much in season 1 and 2, I think.
No, but in season 2, like, the CCG fight, literally Akira and Almond, like, Almond, like you're talking about right now, when they were fighting and I was rewatching it with you, I realized that, like, when they were, like, fighting the ghouls, there literally wasn't any music in the background at all. So then I felt awkward because I was just like...
But there was one like really awkward part just in the fight where like Akira gets like bitten on the leg by one of the ghouls, and then
I'm pretty sure
Almond,
that was like the one who used to cry a lot.
and then
Boss Yamari, sorry.
Almond is just like standing there while that happens, like not doing anything.
Yeah, he's just like, I'm gonna
Like,
wait for her to get the bit
yes.
so I can be like, I can seduce her and get her on to give her
It was
a
all part
piggyback
of his
idea.
plan.
Yeah.
We already talked about the part where Almond is like, Kaneki, you were supposed to be a good character. Yeah.
He was speaking for you, Chris.
Yeah. So.
But like he started crying and then he just went back to being edgy.
Yeah. The next thing I've written down is that there were just so many plot lines in this season that like it becomes.
You had no idea how bad it was gonna get.
It gets even worse later. Like this is just the problems keep building up in this show, and they get even worse later. There was no one called the Nutcracker in season 2 though, so that's pretty good. I wrote down as many plot lines as I could and like some thoughts about it. So, like sometimes it seems like a plot line is going to be like interesting, like in the middle of a fight scene is like they're about to reveal something about these characters that's going to make it more interesting, but then they just cut to another plot line that's happening, and it takes like 50 episodes to get back to the plot line that you were about to think was interesting, and you've just like forgotten everything by that point, and it's like bad. So the first one I've written down is the Ghoul Twins, the twins with different color hair.
They were like, pretty aesthetic in that.
But like, it's like, ooh, they were classmates with Juzou in the CCG. Yeah. Why did they become ghouls?
Yeah.
And they never reveal it in season 2.
They revealed it in season 3 though.
Yeah, but they should have done that in the season it was introduced.
Yeah, they one of them just kind of got like stabbed by Juzou and then they just disappeared.
Because like by season 4, you've forgotten that this was a thing. It just seems like something they forgot to answer in season 2, and it's like, oh, they're answering it now. Okay.
I didn't even it took me a while to even realize that was one of the twins when I was watching season 3.
Yeah,
some people probably didn't even notice.
I don't remember their names.
Yeah, exactly. So. And she just has long hair. I mean, I guess there is a 2-year time. We're not talking about season 3 though. Season 2.
The next thing I've written down is that Juzou is a person.
Yes, I love
We get Juzou's backstory in the CCG and as a prisoner or something.
I thought that Juzou was gonna be a ghoul before I watched the show. Because I saw clips of him and I was like, this is a ghoul, because I didn't know what the ghouls were gonna be like. But it was even better when I watched this show.
Juzou's stuff was cool. I think they actually follow up on revealing Juzou's stuff in season 2, in the season that is introduced. So that was good. Next is Eto, the Ken Kaneki hug girl.
I really like Eto.
But
you don't really do you like Eto?
I'm not sure how to feel. In this season, I was like, ooh, this I'm gonna get to that in a second. But Eto, or what's her writer name? Sen.
It's Sen something. I don't know her last name.
But that person at the part where well, it seemed interesting because hinami was interacting with her. Yeah. And Eto is in aogiri.
Okay,
right?
But the way that they kind of revealed that it was the bandages girl, because we always saw the bandages girl and she was doing the thing with her legs and stuff, and then when they showed the offer, they showed her doing the thing with the legs and she was humming the same way, and I was like, I know exactly who this is. But, yeah.
What got me was in the episode before, I think it's before the bookstore episode, when she takes off her bandages and she's like, Ken Kaneki, huh?
Did you get excited when that happened?
No. At that part, I was like, okay, that happened. But then in the bookstore episode, when Hinami is getting the book signed for Ken Kaneki, and then Eto, or the bookstore lady, she's Sen at this point. After she hears Hinami say Ken Kaneki, she's like, Ken Kaneki, but she doesn't say huh until the end of the end of the scene. I was like, oh my god, it's Bandage Girl. That's definitely Bandage Girl. And then at the end of the scene, she said Ken Kaneki, huh? Yeah. And I was like, yep, I got it. But that stuff was kind of cool. Yeah. But then it's just why was it important that bookstore lady is Eto?
But then we see why it's important later.
In season 4?
No.
But why is it important?
Because it's coffee shop's owner's daughter.
Okay, but why was it important that she's also writing books?
I don't know. I just think she's hot.
It seems like they were going to do something with her connection with Hinami.
Oh, you're talking about why it's important she's writing books.
Why is it important that this Sen girl is also the Eto? They're the same person.
Oh, okay, I get it.
In season,
why is the book thing important?
Why is it important that Eto is also this book girl?
Okay, I get it.
Because it doesn't become important at all in season 2. It's kind of important in season 4 because she makes the announcement that she's a ghoul to the public, and then
when the guy spit his coffee out, that was really funny.
But since she's a famous author, her revealing that she's a ghoul is important to the stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
But in season 2, it's just useless. It's why did they spend that time doing that? Next.
Wait, can we still say one more thing about Eto?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. I also really like the scene where we see the second owl, and then specifically when they she comes out and then her bandages are flying. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, it was cool how the bandages made the owl or something.
Also that scene was really pretty also. When she came out and then she was flying and then the bandages were bleh, and then she looked up or something. I can show you the video a bit later.
The next plotline is just with the Dove Squad people with Amon and Sato and Akira, all those people in the squad. It's kind of fun, but it doesn't really add anything. Yeah. It's just
until season 3. Sorry, never mind. It doesn't really add anything.
Yeah, because that's a different plotline by that point.
Okay, but Tucky was his gun.
Oh yeah, Sato's gun, the banana thing.
Yeah.
What? But
It was I want that gun.
Like, this part doesn't add anything to the themes really. It's
They
just
just kind
showing
of
what the doves
exist.
are doing.
Yeah.
But like, I think it would be better to just show from the perspective of the ghouls, like what season 1 was.
Yeah, and still see like how evil they seem.
But another important part from this is that Hide is being sketchy in the background. It's like,
We didn't
"Ooh,
talk
I'm being
about Hide
sketchy."
in season 1 enough.
Yeah, because he's not important really. He's
Yeah,
just,
but, like, they,
just
like-
Kaneki's friend.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's true.
Okay, and then there's the Aogiri people. Because Ken Kaneki is hanging out with them.
Yeah.
They're just kind of being bad guys, and doesn't really add anything either.
Yeah.
And then there's the anteiku people, which was like one of the best parts of season 1 because it's humanizing the ghouls. But in this season, they like barely do anything.
Yeah.
Like,
It gets worse in the other seasons.
where
though.
they literally just disappear
Yeah.
from the show.
Yeah.
But
We get to
Touka-
learn about random characters in the CCG in the other seasons.
In this season, Touka like just goes to school
Yeah.
for most of the season.
But they said it was because, like, she wanted to go to the same university as Kaneki did. So if he came back, then she would be there with him, I guess. But I don't know.
But it's like, they keep spending time on just showing Touka going to school.
Yeah.
It's like, what about the plot?
I don't know, I guess they were trying to show that she was in love with him.
Okay, yeah. But, she basically does nothing for most of the
Oh
season.
yeah, also, you
and-
know Touka's friend, her human friend?
Yeah.
She just disappeared in season 3 and 4. That's another thing about season 3 and 4 that we...
Okay.
I hope she's happy being a chef somewhere. And she moved
yeah.
away from Tokyo.
Then we get to like the climax of the show, which is just like the problem it had with all these random, or not even random characters, just it had too many characters throughout the season. And then it gets to the climax where it puts focus on even more characters. Like we have
My fellow
yeah,
sapiens.
there's that guy.
He just got introduced in that battle, though.
Yeah, and same with
Also, why was the CCG guy literally doing the Hitler thing?
I guess he's like signaling to attack.
But
like,
why was
I
he?
don't know. He has to do it like that. So the climax is just a big battle with a bunch of characters we've barely seen or not seen at all. Like, we have the devil ape.
And then the guy who has like his.
The guy with the no lips.
Wait, we didn't say enough about how that guy makes devil ape jokes in Anteiku.
Like it was funny seeing him joke around a bit, but like I didn't want him to be like one of the main focuses of the climax of the season. Like and there's also the dog girl. Like she was in
Isn't her
Anteiku.
like Irma or something?
I don't remember what
Did
her
you just say
name is.
she wasn't in Anteiku?
She was in Anteiku.
Yeah, I thought you were
But,
talking
like,
about.
I don't even remember her name, and she's one of the main focuses of the climax of season 2. And then they also introduce all these dove people, like the guy who says, "I'm fighting for my fellow Homo sapiens."
But then he wasn't in season 3 and 4. I'm disappointed.
Yeah,
Wait, did he die in that battle? I'm
I
confused.
don't remember. And then Arima
I
gets.
want him to fight for the fellow lives of my Homo sapiens. though.
But Arima gets introduced there.
Yeah.
But at that point, he's just like.
They don't even show the battle with Kaneki though, and how Hase. Okay, that's season 3.
Okay, but Arima at this point is just like a random person who appears. Like,
And then
who is
everyone's
this
just
guy?
like, everyone's just like, ooh, scary. Wait, there's this scene with like, I can't remember his name, so I'm just calling him the guy who cried a lot because of Boss
Yeah,
Yarmari.
the blonde guy.
Yeah. He also had better hair. Since you just said what you just said, I know you'll like this scene, but you probably forgot about it. Like, the CCG guys were, like, lined up in a circle when he was, like, when the blonde guy was standing here, and they're like, that's good, Ario's gonna be here soon, and then he was like, who? Like, that's what the blonde guy said. He was just like, who?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, like, I literally have so much editing ideas.
There were probably a bunch of other random people that appeared, like the guy with the scar on his lips, like, who is this guy? Why is there so much focus on him?
And then he tried to shoot a grandma.
Oh yeah, this guy's edgy.
Yeah, another thing that kind of shows that the ghouls were like had more humanity than the humans was like when he was just like, I'll blow her away on the old hag, but then like literally like Irma or whatever her name is jumped in front of the grandma or something, and then the other CCG people just didn't pay attention at all. Just like, you can't do that in the future.
the big finale that this show tries to have is when Kaneki and Hide meet up in
that was
in
really
the
sad
coffee shop.
though.
But like so Hide dies because he got stabbed at some point. I guess.
They didn't show the part where Kaneki like ate his face though.
Hide dies. And,
That was sad though.
but like I understand why Kaneki's sad because Hide has been established as like Kaneki's like he was his only friend for a while.
Yeah, it's
but like
his best friend.
Hide hasn't been in enough of the show for me to get like invested in him.
Yeah.
For me to be sad about Hide dying.
I just think the way like they like made that scene though was like sad to me.
But so after Hide dies, Kaneki goes for a walk. He has a nice relaxing walk.
And he's holding Hide, and that's okay. You have to know that this. I mean, like I know the walk scene lasted really long, and that's probably what you were about to talk about. But the way that he's just carrying Hide, and then just like he looks at him every now and then just like smiles, but he's obviously sad. Like that's just.
I think that scene could have been like a really good climax because it seems like it's kind of the theme of like humans and ghouls coming together.
Yeah.
Because it's like a ghoul carrying a dead human. And he's like, look at all the violence that this war is, all the death that this violence is causing.
Yeah, I mean, like, shouldn't the human should have noticed something, like how he was carrying him?
Like,
I'm agreeing with what you just said.
They were looking at him, like all the soldiers along the road were like, whoa, what is he
doing?
doing?
And I'm pretty sure one of them said something like, what are we supposed to do in this situation?
Yeah. But like, that would have been like a really good climax if the season had actually focused on the themes like it was supposed to, instead of just having Kaneki be edgy for like 10 episodes with no screen time, and then everyone's just randomly doing random stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's just kind of like weird how they didn't even show like the fight with Arya. And then the season just ended.
Yeah, the season just ends right there. Like there's no conclusion to like everything else.
Imagine the people that had to like wait a year and then they got season 3.
Oh my god. That's all my notes for season 1 and 2. So next is the favorites section. So
we already know. I think I already know who your favorites from season 1 and 2 are.
My favorite 3 characters were Kaneki, Touka, and Hinami, but only in season 1.
Who are your favorite characters in season 2?
I don't know about season 2. I guess Juzou was cool to watch, but like
come to the dark side.
Like,
okay.
I was just like really disappointed that they didn't follow up.
So Juzou was your favorite character in season 2?
Probably, but like I don't really care that much.
Who was your least favorite character in season 1?
Least favorite was either
in season 1.
In season 1, it was either Tsukiyama because.
Who was that again?
Purple French guy.
Oh yeah.
Because, like,
do you remember when I was rewatching with you for the first time and I said I couldn't take his scene seriously the second time watching it because I knew exactly who his character was gonna be?
I couldn't take him seriously the first time I watched it.
No, but like no, I mean like I was able to just like not break out laughing every time he came on the screen the first time I watched it by myself. But then when I was watching with you, I was like laughing every time he had a scene.
Tsukiyama is just like I don't know why.
Pedophile.
I don't know why he's here. Like everyone in Anteiku.
He's part of the cicada family.
When Anteiku, when he shows up at Anteiku, everyone's like, "Why is he here?" And I'm like, "Yes, why is he here? Please just kill him, die."
I thought he died after that battle with like edgy blonde guy with fluffy hair and touka and Kaneki.
I also thought he died.
But then apparently he ate himself and healed from that. That's what he said he did.
That's logical.
That's what he said happened.
He just keeps showing back up after we think he dies.
Yes.
So. The other least favorite character is Jason.
Yeah.
Jason is just like...
He's just like violent and scary and...
He's just like a really hateable person, but he's not like the good type of hateable, you know?
Yeah.
Like, for example, like the Fire Lord from Avatar is like a really hateable villain, but he works really well because he's like a really good antagonist, like personally against the heroes, because he embodies.
But he's just violent.
Okay,
like,
the Fire Lord embodies perfectly like everything bad about the Fire Nation.
Yeah.
But Jason has no personal connection to Kaneki. He is just an insane person who likes to torture people.
Yeah.
So it doesn't work. You just hate him, and it's not a good hate, right?
I'm kind of glad you hate him though. I'm glad you didn't say something like he's a good one, but yeah. Okay, who is your least favorite characters in season 2?
In season 2, Kaneki, because I'm just super disappointed in him.
Yeah, you hate eye patch Kaneki. Yeah.
Was Tsukiyama in season 2? If he was, he's probably my.
I don't think. Wait, now that I think of it, I don't think he was really in season 2.
Yeah, I think he just.
I mean, he had some scenes with hinami, but like other than that, not really.
The guy with the eyebrows.
Oh my god!
like.
When he showed up again in season 3, that was so funny. He looks like a bird.
I'm sure he's not like a bad person.
Yeah, but he's just
I just can't like. I don't remember anything about his character because every time he shows up, it's just like, why does he look like that? And he's always like, a lot of the time he's looking like, it seems like he's looking directly at the screen.
Yeah, he's like,
and it's like,
Just wait until you see someone that actually looks like that in real life.
The guy that Kaneki fights in the prison.
Oh my,
he was
dad.
pretty
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Like,
He was
why
like. Is that all of your least favorite characters in season 2?
Yeah, that's who I can think about right now.
Okay, so in season 1, my favorite characters were hinami, touka, definitely Kaneki, and I like Uta.
Which one is that?
He's the guy who makes masks.
Oh.
Like,
okay.
I really liked him in season 1. He was funny. And then, who else? I liked a lot of characters in season 1 because that was my favorite season. But
before you keep talking, I should say 2 things. Kaneki, I don't think he was like amazing in season 1. Like, he was pretty good. He was definitely one of the highest characters. But I think I like him more just because it seems like he has a lot of potential for the later seasons. But we know where that went, so keep talking.
Juzou.
Yeah.
And then, okay, I can't resist, but like I liked Rize in season 1 too. I don't know, every scene she's in is just like kind of like spooky and cool. And then I liked all of the anteiku people, to be honest. Like, I missed them a lot. And then I like blonde guy who tried to like kill Kaneki and Hide at first. I was trying to say I like his girlfriend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we forgot to talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a girlfriend.
Yeah.
I guess there's actually not that much to say about it.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
But like when I mentioned, I was trying to say I like the blonde guy, like when I was trying to fit him into anteiku people, but yeah, I like his girlfriend also. And then I also like, I forgot her name, but like she's like this red-haired girl who was at the bar, but she looks like she has pink hair scenes. But like, this is in a season 3 video, so I can't talk about that. And then who else? I'm at 9 characters right now.
But this is supposed to be favorite characters.
I know,
like,
but like
just
I
characters
like
that you like.
I really liked. Okay, I'll stop. Okay, least favorite characters. Motto.
Oh yeah, Motto.
Yeah.
Was pretty bad. Jason.
Rize's dad. Even though it wasn't even revealed that it was. No, I'm talking about season 1. He wasn't in season 1. Okay. That weird guy who was like, I don't know how to. He has like a butt chin and like, he was like, I don't know how to explain.
Oh, like the guy with like the long face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, when Kaneki was like getting beaten up by Jason, he was just like, ooh yeah, give it to him, baby. And I was just like,
who are you? Why do you look like that?
I also kind of like Ayato. But that's just cause like, I don't know. But yeah, I think it's just cause like the siblings, I don't know. I like the idea of badass siblings, like with like Touka and Ayato. And then I think that's like all of the people I liked in season 1. Okay, so should I move on to season 2 now? Okay, Juzou.
Yeah.
Touka still. I think that's all who I liked in season 2. And then, least favorite characters in season 2. I didn't like hate Kaneki because I kind of like got attached to his character in season 1. And like honestly the eye patch scenes are like kind of cool just because of his character design. But like I don't know, I don't like the it's like what you said. So I guess Kaneki isn't really that much of a favorite, but I wouldn't say he's like my least favorite character. But let's just say that my least favorite characters are everyone but Touka and Juzou. Because I don't feel like saying. Okay, I think I'm done.
Okay. Next is episodes. My favorite episode, I already talked about it. It's episode 10 of season 1, which is circular. Or actually, it's episode 8. I said that wrong. Episode 8 of season 1.
Yeah.
That's the one with the big theme stuff. My least favorite episode, I'm not sure. Probably just anything from season 2, honestly. Like,
yeah.
Probably like one from the big battle at the end of season 2, because it's just introducing too many characters and it's like not good.
Yeah.
So yeah. What about you?
Like my favorite episode?
Least favorite episode.
Okay, my favorite episode was the one. I honestly really liked the first episode of the series. And then I also really liked the one where Juzou got introduced. Like, literally just those few scenes where we couldn't even see his face yet were powerful. It was like, who is this character that we're about to see? And like, okay, but anyways. My least favorite episode, I don't know. I mean, like, it's like spooky, but like, I think that my least favorite one from season 1 is probably like the we're gonna eat Kaneki episode. Like the nightmare one.
I can't think of many episodes that I like specifically really hate.
Yeah. But you can think of season 3 ones, but we're not making a season 3
Honestly, I
one.
kind of just hated every episode in season 3. So,
yeah, but this is not a season 3 video.
In these first 2 seasons, it's just like some of them
I don't
are
know,
kind
it's
of
not
just
really that bad in season 1 and 2.
yeah, some of them are just kind of like not very good. But it's not like I can't think of something that's like, I hated everything in this episode. It was all bad.
Yeah. I think I just like did it. I don't know. It was like scare. It's not that I really disliked it. It's just that like the idea of that scares me, I guess. But that's like the point
Like,
of it.
for the episode that you said, like, I guess looking back on it, it's kind of like probably one of the lower episodes since it doesn't. It's not. It's like adding the opposite view of what we should be getting about the ghouls.
Yeah.
But like when you're watching it, it's like that was a fine episode. It was pretty spooky.
Yeah. My favorite moment is probably when like Juzou like he froze like the airplane in season 2, and then Kaneki like and then like it goes across like the thingy, and then Kaneki like realizes that like he's like that Anteiku is gonna be attacked. I just think it was really cool, like, how they did the airplane
Yeah, that was
thing.
a cool thing
that
happened.
Yeah, and then, like, another moment that I really like, but it's also really sad, is when Kaneki is carrying Hide.
Okay.
I really like that, I'm sorry. Okay, the first, like, the introduction to the first episode when, like, they show, like, rize, like, the power, okay, and, like, the helicopter, and they were like, there's a ghoul, there's being attacked. I mean, like, that kind of like set off like a different like vibe for what the show was gonna be in a way, but like it was still cool. But you get it. Okay, I also really like the moments where Kaneki is realizing he's a ghoul, and he's like in like the thingy, and like he sees Rize in the mirror, and then he tries to stab himself. But yeah. I also really like when Touka and Kaneki reunite for the first time, but then like they reunite in season 2, and then she's like, then you could just date, she never comes back, and then like
is that the one where she punches him?
Yes, I really like when she punches. Okay, sorry. Okay, least favorite. No, I also like. Okay, least favorite moment is I forgot to say another favorite moment that I like. It was probably when Kaneki, not when Kaneki was getting tortured, but like the thingies with Rize, and like the way that they show like the white flowers and they like spinned and turned red. That was cool.
And then I also like when Juzou was like he like did the finger like he went to the other side of the gate and like.
And then my least favorite moment is like when we see aogiri for the first time, and like Kaneki gets like beat up in the coffee shop. Like that was hard to watch. And then like they show like how he just was like getting his like head and then the blood. That was hard. But yeah, I think I'm done now.
My favorite moment, I already talked about this. It's is when Hinami says that she doesn't care about revenge, she's just sad. That one quote just like hit really hard. I also like when Kaneki is just letting himself get beat up by Amon.
Yes.
That was cool. In season 2, there definitely wasn't as much like moments that stood out, but I liked when Hinami was in the bookstore with Eto, and that part isn't really like very good for the overall story because it's kind of useless, but I liked it because I was able to figure out that she was Eto, so that was cool. Least favorite moments, probably when Kaneki is getting tortured.
Yeah.
Because that part, I think it just goes on for too long. The fight with that guy in the prison, and probably a lot of the stuff with Tsukiyama at the start of the first season. So yeah, that's what I have to say about moments. That's the end.
Okay.
I would say predictions for the future, but we've already started watching season 3 and 4,
Yeah.
so yeah. Overall scores. What would you score season 1?
Season 1 would probably be like maybe a 7 out of 10. I mean, like, I do admit I really like it, but I gotta stick to the facts. What do you say? I'm pretty sure I already asked
I
you,
also
though.
gave season 1 a 7 out of 10. I feel like it could have been like a 9 maybe, but I think it's just too unfocused, and it's nowhere near as unfocused as the show gets, but the part in the middle that I talked about is just like really strong, and the other parts are kind of just like not adding anything.
I thought about going again.
Hey, what about season 2? What would you score season 2?
Probably like a 5 out of 10.
Yeah,
I just like the scenes of Juzou in season 2.
I would give season 2 a 4 maybe. Like, I still had fun watching season 2, but just like thinking back on it, it's like there are way too many problems for me to give it like a positive score,
Yeah.
so.
What now?
Shows we are currently watching.
Bunny Girl Senpai.
Yeah, I'm making McKenna watch Bunny Girl Senpai.
Before we get to that show, I can still say other things that I'm watching. I'm watching Aogiri right now.
It's Aoharu Ride. We're watching we're on season 4 of Tokyo Ghoul right now.
Yes, but I've already seen it, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I am watching Violet Evergarden. And tomorrow I'm going to watch Tokyo Godfathers. Next video will be,
Will it be the season 3 thing for Tokyo?
I think so, yeah, probably.
We'll see.
Yeah, because we're probably gonna finish that pretty quickly.
Yeah.
It's almost over.
There's 24 episodes and we're like, how many episodes did we watch when we got home?
Like 4 or something.
So that means we're in like 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh yeah, we're almost finished.
It's almost over. Yeah, that's the end of the video. We also have to make a tier list of specifically this season, but
We're not gonna die.
But that should have come out a week ago. So the next video specifically will be the tier list based on seasons 3 and 4 of this show.
Okay.
Mike Revenge.